Hey everybody, it's Tsuki, and we're back with the Let's Play. So, leaving off right where we left off, new recording session. I have had the chance to render and upload those first three videos that I did for this, and got some feedback, and which I do appreciate. And yeah, we're gonna just keep chugging along. And yeah, for the most part, you seem to agree with what I'm doing is the right way. So we're just gonna keep going along with that. So first off, I want to just check out, excuse me, the market board for some more potions. See if there's any more cheap ones. Look at that, perfect. Now, not entirely sure how many we need. Oh wait, I have like no gil. Never mind. Wow. Oh, well, we'll come back to that because we have 31 of them right now. I just pressed the screenshot button again. My bad. So I just logged on, and as you can see, the Hatching Tide event is going on. The Easter event. I actually haven't done it yet. I actually decided to skip a day of playing on my main character uh, last night. So yeah, I actually haven't tested this out or this event out yet. So I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I guess if people are interested, I could add doing the event into one of the Let's Play videos. We shall see. But yeah, I'm just running around without any clear motive right now. So let's change that. What am I looking for? Journal. Complete. There we go. I have no quest right now. That's weird. I'm so used to always having quests. I've never seen that journal menu be completely blank before. So what we are going to do is well, first I just pressed the screenshot button again. I've been playing too much of Dragon's Dogma because the share button on the PS4 controller is actually the select button, which is actually the touchpad while I'm playing on this game. So we're going to go ahead, blacklist this RMT and report them as well. Now, as I was saying, what we are going to do is continue on with the main story a little bit and do some quest out in the central shroud, because that's where we'll be heading. So let's go and do that. So all we have to do is go help out this guy over in the Bannock, which is in the central shroud. Now, the main goal that I have in mind with this particular recording session is to actually get my leaves unlocked, because that's usually one of the first things I try to do as early as possible whenever I'm creating a new character, is get to the point where I can have my leaves unlocked so that even while I'm not playing, I can have those sort of building up over time, because you get 3 of them every 12 hours, which should be like 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. PDT. So yeah, that is definitely going to be the main goal for this recording session in general. And I do have like a few hours before I have any other obligations to take care of, so we should be able to get there. It's not that far in from where we are now. So hello there. Yep, sure, whatever, man. Yeah, so this was the quest I was talking about a couple videos ago, where you need to have all level 5 gear. Now, unfortunately, because the circlet counts as level 1 gear, that's not going to cut it, so we're going to need to buy a level 5 headpiece at least. So So let's see. So the hempen hat is the cheapest. It's not actually suited for the class we're playing. It's for casters, but we just need to equip it just to complete this quest. And then once we have, oops, now that we've done that, go and re-equip our circlet there. Gotta get that bonus EXP. Alright, so we have to go investigate in Shady Individual, I suppose. Before that, we're going to go ahead and grab these side quests. Wake up all the, well, not wake up, but find all of the initiates that are around. One of them's sleeping, one of them's like reminiscing over here by the tree. And then I think there's another one down like the river area. And we also need to kill some Yarzons, so remember to eat my food this time. And let's go for it. Pop King Flurry since we ended up aggroing 2 of them. Only need to kill 4 of these. Also, because it's been like a couple days since I've last played, we do have a little bit of rested EXP. That's going to completely drain in just a few mob kills basically, so obviously the higher level you are, the more effective it is, but since we're only like level 10, it's not really going to be that effective. And there's the other initiate. He's the one by the tree. The other one was the one by the river. Alright, got those side quests done. I think he wants us to get null eggs as well at some point, in order to give the recruits some a decent breakfast or something. Not yet though, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and complete this main story now, main story quest at Lifemend Stump. Now the thing about Lifemend Stump, it's actually a pretty important place to myself. There's quite a large story behind that. I do think that at some point I will do a pretty long video recounting my experience with Final Fantasy XIV up until, well, whenever I decide to make the video. And Lifemend Stump is definitely one of the more important areas in the game for myself. I suppose without getting too deep into the story, it's basically I rode the drought chocobo mount over here with my friend at the time, and out of just nowhere I decided to propose to her in game, obviously for in-game marriage, and our relationship sort of blossomed from that. That's just like the first part of the story. It's actually quite a long story, and it's not particularly all happy one, but it is a very important story. So at some point maybe I'll share it. But for right now, let's just go ahead and continue on with the main quest. So this is going to be our first dutied instance. Basically, it just takes you into a sort of sectioned off area where only you and eventually your party members will go into. But for now, it's just going to be a solo instance.
ありゃ先客だ。その切り株に剣を刺したのは君？やっばいよ、そういうの。私たちも前にひどい目にあったんだよね。ちょっと飛空艇を落としただけで魔物に囲まれちゃうし。
I'm not entirely sure why that wasn't texted.
全部変わり者せいなんだけどさ。
That was weird.
違うクポ。この人じゃないクポ。
クポロコップ、この人知ってるの？
この前チョコボキャリッジでご一緒したクポ。覚えているクポ？
You know, actually, I should probably do the auto advance so I don't accidentally cut off their voices.
Sao? さっきと同じ。この場所のエーテルはかなり乱れている。しかもごく最近に。クポロコップの言うように君がやったんじゃないとしたら誰がこんなことを。国営の森は5年前の第7連載からこっちこういうことに敏感なんだよね。だからエーテルが乱されるとほらね、こういうことになっちゃう。仕方ない、戦うしかないか。
Alright, so this is our first instance battle, I suppose. Now, the funny thing about this is that the trees here have so much HP that we basically do like no damage to it in comparison to Ida and Papalima, which I have agreed that I'm not gonna do like major spoilers, but like I don't really consider a huge spoiler that we actually know that these characters' names already, so we'll figure it out in like 5 minutes anyway. But yeah, we're doing like no damage, so we're doing like what, 24 damage. Ida's doing like 100 with just her auto attacks or something, so our main role here is going to be killing these bulbs that spawn over here. And maybe these trees, I think we can kill these. Nope, the bulbs. Bulbs are the things we should be killing. Indeed. So one thing I did mention is that I do play with Japanese voices enabled, and there are quite a few notable seiyuu or voice actors and actresses that appear in other, let's see, I guess mediums, I suppose, like anime and stuff like that. So like Ida is Aya Endo, I suppose. I think I mean. And I actually don't watch a whole lot of things that she's been in. I'm pretty sure she's like one of the main characters in Yokai Watch, which I'm not really into. But Papalimo is actually voiced by Eri Kitamura, who's actually a female voice actress. But Papalimo himself is a male character, which she has done male characters before. And she's been in like, wow, I can't actually think of very many off the top of my head. Like, she's been in Toradora and Angel Beats, I believe, too. So yeah, that's cool. But as you can see, we barely did any damage to those trees. Our main focus was the 4 bulbs that ended up spawning. That'll be a common theme in a lot of these lower leveled instances where we're just fighting with NPCs. We'll basically just be taking care of certain enemies and keeping them distracted while they actually do most of the damage themselves. So funny thing about this little circle thing, every time I see it, I'm just reminded of Ocarina of Time. It's what reminds me of every time.
感じて考えて 光のクリスタルを手にし者よ。星の声を聞く者よ。我が名はハイデリー。星の秩序を保っていた断りは乱れ、世界は今闇で満ちようとしています。闇はすべてを蝕む、すべての命を奪う存在。闇に屈せぬ光の意志を持つ者よ。どうか星を滅びより救うためにあなたの力を。光のクリスタルは闇を払う力。世界を巡り光のクリスタルを手に入れるのです。
I mean, now that I listen to this story again, it is basically like The Legend of Zelda.
あなたの戦いが、魔法が、行動が光のクリスタルを生み出すでしょう。それが光の意志を持つあなたの力。光の意志を持つ者よ。どうかあなたの力を。
エーテルにでも酔ったかい？急に倒れ込んでびっくりしたよ。なんじゃこれ。 イクサル族の軍長クラスだ。こいつの仕業か。しかしこんなところにまで侵入してくるなんて、何者かが先導してるって情報は本当かもな。こちらパパにも。
I like how I'm just sitting here.
そうだね。エスミアに協力を促しておくよ。
なんだ？大きなクリスタル？何の話？
了解。更新終わり。グリダニアにいるツノミコトのエスミアンにこのことを知らせてくれるかい？僕たちは一度報告に帰るよ。
わかったクポー。
それじゃあ僕たちはここまでだ。
そこの剣を引き抜いて連兵所の人に届ければ何かわかるかもしれないよ。じゃあね。あれ？もしかしてさっきの冒険者クポロコップのこと見えてた？
今さら？さあどうだかね。じきにわかるかもよ。いろいろとね。
いろいろか。私も気になってることがあるんだけどね。深いね、その言葉。
お前が浅いんだよ。
All right. So let's go ahead and pull this sword out and return it to the Bannock like they suggested. Let's see. Oh yeah, I hit level 10, forgot about that. We now have the ability to spec in some points, which we'll just go ahead and do into strength, because that is our main damaging stat on Lancer. I don't suppose I have anything else I'm forgetting about. Nope. Good to go. Looks like we picked up some random food, from some quests. So your patrol spotted me fighting but didn't decide to help? I just realized this was a level 5 quest and we're only level 10, so we're quite over leveled for the time being. That's probably only going to get worse as we go on. Yeah, I think we'll pretty much be over leveled for the main story until about like level 30 to 40-ish when it just starts to kind of level out. Although they have increased EXP gains from a lot of stuff, so who really knows? Guess we'll find out when it actually happens. So we have Lady Killer over there. I'm not entirely sure if I want to bother with it. We also have this Fate over here, which is actually kind of a fun one. You basically have to help some of the recruits in like a sparring match, but gonna go ahead and skip that one for now. You know what I should do is I should make a little detour to the East Shroud up here, so I can get those slugs out of the way and unlock the next part of my hunting log. That should be done. So yeah, so I'm just gonna skip the ladybug Fate over there. Oh, looks like someone activated this. Yeah, it's already like half dead. Not gonna bother with it. They got it. There's a few new players on it already. Yeah, okay. You know, it would probably help if they just, you know, help me fight instead of just watching me all the time. She goes, huh? Yes, I think I'll finish all the quests around the Bannock, which shouldn't be very much, or very many. These are level 5. I believe they're level 8. Chigo's over here. I think that's how you pronounce it. Honestly, don't know how to pronounce like a good majority of the mobs here. But as I was saying, we're probably gonna finish up whatever main quests he's got for us over the Bannock, and then we'll section off the Bent Branch Meadows part for the other video, next video. So I thought they were level 8s. Looks like they're all level 5s, which makes sense because this is a level, well actually it's a level 7 quest. Maybe there are level 8s, but I went in the wrong direction, but we're just going to kill these because they're already here. As you can see, we already running low on our rest of the experience. So I guess another thing I want to talk about real quickly as we're finishing up our last mob here is that about the spoilers thing, I'm going to try my best not to like talk about major spoilers. I might give a few like minor ones here and there, and I might just like, you know, slip of the tongue. So just kind of keep that in mind, I guess. But I feel like the majority of the people watching this have already played up to, or at least most of the game. Probably not up to date currently with the latest patch, but yeah. So I shall try my best. I do believe now we're going to get a couple side quests as well. Yeah. What do you got? So he wants us to supply him with a high potion. Thankfully, we just got one from that main story quest, so that's convenient. I don't think that quest used to give a high potion before. I think a lot of people would get stuck on that quest because they didn't know where to buy one, but you could buy one back at the vendor in the Bannock. Yeah, so this is that quest I was talking about in the last video where you have to go into the cave area to pick up some supplies. Probably going to have to kill some of these Yarzons because they're going to aggro us. Yep. Let's see if I can just pick up this real quick. Yep, managed to get that. Probably won't be able to get this. Yep, figured as much. So if you're getting attacked while you're trying to pick up these items, you'll obviously get interrupted. So you will have to kill these rather than just running through it all. I'm not entirely sure why I'm deciding to spread out all my damage. That would be a lot safer to kill them one at a time, but I'm a few levels over leveled, so it's not a huge deal. Already knew they weren't really at risk of killing me. We got one last thing over here. So which way is he facing? So another thing, in case you didn't know, oop, the aggro's by sight, I guess. So you can see this enemy has a, well, I'll kill him first and then I'll test it on an enemy that doesn't, this water sprite isn't aggressive, but yeah, so as you can see, we have this little circle thing underneath the enemy. The little pointer here is the way that they're facing, so for enemies that isn't particularly clear, like if they don't have like a face like this water sprite, for instance, you wouldn't be able to tell where he's facing otherwise if you didn't have this little indicator. So this is the front. This little open space here is the rear, and then obviously these are the flanks, which is important to keep in mind if you are a melee DPS, because you will have positionals for the rear and for the flank, and Ninja in particular has one positional that is from the front, although you don't particularly use it that often, but it is something to keep in mind if you are a melee DPS where those points are. It also affects your accuracy. Oh look, here are the level 9 Jigos over here. Oh well. But yeah, it does affect accuracy. Obviously if you're attacking from the front, you need more accuracy than if you were to attack from the rear. But that's not particularly important until you get into later content, fighting like extreme primals and stuff like that, so... Alright, so food's about to run out. I'm gonna go ahead and eat another one. One of the features that's really nice is they added the ability to stack food up to about an hour, so you can eat a food and then eat one immediately after and have it last for an hour without clipping your food, basically, which is nice. So we'll give him his supplies. Here are the hempen keks, like way late, but we already purchased them, so we don't need any more. Yeah, so a lot of these main story quests for the moment aren't particularly important. It's basically go running errands, basically, so there isn't a huge reason to read through all the text, really. Wait, one of these slugs count towards my hunting log. Whoa. These are fungors, but I do think, no, never mind. These are all fungors. I vaguely recall there's a quest where you pour something onto trees and slugs come out and attack you. I may be misremembering though. But yeah, we should actually probably, where is the shroud right now? Over there. We should probably consider going over there so we can unlock the rest of our hunting log, because there probably is going to be a couple enemies we're going to be fighting over in the Bent Branch area, who will be who will be on our hunting logs, the next set of hunting logs. Look, here's some level 7 Chigos. So yeah, there definitely are more than just those level 5s we were fighting earlier. Level 8 Fate, why not? We'll see how high it's scaled. If it isn't too bad, we might as well do it since we're in the area. Yeah, so it isn't scaled too bad. Looks like we need to kill about a dozen. So that was 3. Maybe more than a dozen. Maybe like 15. We'll see. That was 5. Have I been using freaking my leg sweep? It is a dozen. I've been so busy counting. I don't actually know if I've been using leg sweep on cooldown like I should be. So we are running a little low on TP. I just realized that Impulse Drive, I feel like Impulse Drive used to do or used to cost 80 TP. Now it's only 70. I think I did make a math comparison to that, where I said it was 80 TP, but it is 70, so I guess they changed that at some point, and I forgot that they did. Which is fair, because Dragoons do have TP issues in longer fights without breaks. Not nearly as much as monks can. But yeah, but monks do have purification as well. I think ninjas are fairly okay with TP management. So that's that Fate. Let's kill this Hoglet. Yeah, it's mostly Dragoons, monks are like the ones who really have the most TP problems. Ninjas, it's noticeable, like in longer fights you'll notice it, but it's not nearly as bad as tanking for paladins and dark knights. I've run out of TP so often while playing those classes, and it happens even in dungeons, like all the time. It happens to me, which is always boggles my mind when I'm healing a tank and I notice that they're still at like full TP, like 70% through the fight, and I'm usually around like the halfway mark, if not lower at that point. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong or what they're doing wrong and who's actually wrong, but yeah. Actually, we probably should have grabbed those gloves, huh? Oh well. My bad. Been so used to the fact that we don't need to actually upgrade that. Forgot to grab upgrades. So we will actually need that copper ring, because we only have one ring since we're saving that that ring we got from the beginning of the game, which I still have, by the way, because we haven't unlocked our retainers yet. I don't believe we get our retainers until after we fight Ifrit, Which, there you go again. That's kind of a minor spoiler, I guess, but I'm talking about like major like plot like spoilers, I guess. So here we go, fighting Microchews and Annuls. So it was him who gave us the quest to go get the Annul eggs, not the guy at the Bannock, like I said before. But yeah. Oh wait, we're level 12. I do believe we have a belt upgrade. Yep. So a little bit more defense and an extra piece of vitality. So that's nice. So actually, when we hit level 15, I'm not sure if we can actually do this right away, or if we have to be at a certain spot in like a certain area, but you can talk to a smith. He will actually let you take on these little trials, I guess, for new beginners, and it will actually give you a decent set of level 15 gear. Pretty sure it's a chest piece, gloves, boots, and legs. No headpiece or belt, I believe. But it's level 15, and it's like on par with the best dungeon gear you can get from the first 3 dungeons. Tom Terra, Sastasha, and Copperable Mines. And it's actually pretty decent gear. It should last you until like the early 20s. Even to the mid 20s, really. And you'll also get a pretty nice ring as well, which will give us some bonus EXP on top of having, I believe it's 3 of every stat. So it's actually a pretty nice ring to wear to level 30. Now I actually should be focusing on picking up these eggs before killing these guys, because we will undoubtedly sneak past all the Annuls and pick up all the eggs without aggroing anyone, because we are the best ninja, as I demonstrated in the last video. See, look at that. Oh yeah, we got heavy thrust as well. What am I doing? I didn't even notice that. So heavy thrust. Now I need to look up the potency for this, actually, because I did forget. So it's actually, we got aggro, but it's whatever. So it's 100 potency normally and 170 for the flank. So we did 29 there. From the front though, it's only 17, although that is kind of a bad example, because we do get a bonus damage from that. Let's see, I think it's only 10% at the start, 15%, and then it goes up to, no it doesn't, stays at 15%, duration goes up, my bad. But yeah, we do 15 as opposed to like, we did 29 earlier. But regardless if we can't get to the flank because we're actually tanking these enemies rather than having someone else tank for us, it is worth using it for the fact that we get that 15% extra damage buff. So we are just aggroing everything right now. Thankfully, because they're casting effects, we can still pick up the eggs, so that's nice. So there's one down there. I don't remember if there's one in this cave. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there's more than actually 4 eggs you can pick up. So it seems like the first attack they do when they get towards you is actually that conal attack, which is working out in our favor because we can just use that time to pick up the egg and run off. Didn't even have to use a potion there. Alright, so we still have a couple Microchews to kill. I'm not even worried about the fact that I'm missing like a third of my HP right now. It's whatever. There we go. Now, it seems like when we go turn in this main quest, he's going to actually send us back to the Bannock to actually give them their breakfast, which makes sense. So let's make sure we finish any side quests we have left over here. We got Spirithold Run, which is a level 10 fate. It's actually not a particularly difficult fate. We also have NPCs helping us on that fate. So we might do that since we're just right there. Lady Killer spawned again. Probably not going to bother with that one though. Yeah, so it looks like we finished everything. Let's go take a look at this fate. I'm not entirely sure why I'm bothering doing fates for the time being, considering we're already quite over leveled, but why not? Go up, please. There we go. So we're just fighting imps in the sort of mouth of this Spirithold area. Now there are a couple like trickster imps, as you can see, that aren't part of the fate, that are just part of, like they're just there all the time, I guess. So what I like to do is I like to try to make sure that they come to us. Unfortunately, the NPCs can aggro them and keep them stuck in here. Because if we stay here, we can accidentally aggro some of the other imps that we don't need to kill. Like what just happened right there. But it's whatever. We'll just kill it. Now, unlike, there are some mob fates that, you know, they'll just spawn as they are killed. And there are mob fates like this that spawn in waves. So you'll have to kill one wave of mobs before the next will spawn. I personally prefer them to spawn as they're killed. But I guess when they spawn that way, it is a bit easier to get overwhelmed. Whereas this, you can kind of predict when they will spawn again and sort of get out of the way in case you need to stay out of battle to get some HP back or something. Although most of these fates aren't too difficult. But it is something to keep in mind. So it looks like we just got one more wave, maybe? I think maybe another couple after this one, actually. Yeah, these should be the last two. There we go. And 1700 EXP. Not bad. Oh, doorbell. I shall be back momentarily. Okay, and we're back. So, that took a little longer than I was expecting, but had a little visitor, and well, I think I might have some stuff to do now. But yeah, we should be able to finish up this video very quickly here, because I think after we turn this in, we're pretty much heading towards Bent Branch. Wow, it is like raining and dark now in game. Yeah, that took like what, like 20 minutes. Obviously, I will be sure to edit that out properly because it's just me standing there, not talking or anything. Wow, really? There we go. So here you go. Here are your eggs for breakfast. And we'll grab the ring like we said we would. In fact, let's equip that before we forget. Ah yes, we have to do this first, and then it should send us over to Bent Branch. Alright, sorry if you heard a little bit of noise there. Have people going in and out of my house at the moment. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up in the video because don't want to have a bunch of background noise going on. So probably finish up this quest, which we're basically saving one of the speakers, I believe, from impending doom. But we'll finish up this main quest, and we'll head up, and we'll just have to unlock leaves and do the bent branch stuff, maybe later tonight or something like that. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Won't have those leaves stacking up quite yet, but we'll only miss out on 3 if we end up doing it tonight rather than in the morning. So. Oh no, I think the speaker is different. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. No, it's the hearer, not the speaker. Huh. That's like 2 complete opposite things. Wow. I mean, I was right though. It is just the hearer, not the speaker. This guy's taking all the aggro. Good on you, dude. I like how they're equipped in like the same exact thing. Oh, we got aggro. Alright then. Now, probably should activate my food again, because that wore off while I was busy dealing with my visitor. Well, talking with my visitor, rather. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish up this quest. So we're gonna have another duty instance right here. So very simply, we just have a one-on-one golem fight, basically. Now, for newer players, this fight can be a bit difficult because he has a considerable amount of health, and if you're not prepared with like potions or up to date, he can kill you before you can do enough damage to him. So yeah, but we seem to be doing just fine. Kind of forgetting that I have access to heavy thrust. Been so used to spamming impulse drive for the last 4 levels. Yeah, we barely had a problem with that golem, so there we go. Yeah, man, just like a level, what, 8 golem? So much more. So strong. So strong I can't even find the words to describe it. Late to the party, are you? So that's what led them to Lifemend Stump. Yeah, it's a real shame that there aren't very many voiced cutscenes in the original game. They have made an effort to voice more cutscenes in the Heaven's Word story, and supposedly they're even voicing more in Stormblood, so hopefully we'll have some more voiced cutscenes to look forward to. So yeah, if you run out of the Spirithold there and go talk to this NPC immediately with aggro on you, they will follow you to this NPC, so that's why I ran a little bit further to lose aggro on them first. You know, I'm not entirely sure why they couldn't just talk to him on their way out, because they left before I did. I also don't know why we couldn't just leave together. Like, was there any reason for me to leave second? Like, I don't even understand that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to Miyune. We're already like halfway through level 12, so we're going to be quite over leveled before we even get to Sastasha. So that's gonna be fun. Oh wait, have we unlocked leaves already from here? I thought we had to unlock them at Bent Branch, but it looks like this is what we need. So it looks like I did meet my goal after all. So that's nice. Alright. Take the bronze pieces. Alright, so this next quest, yeah, will send us off to Bent Branch. We shouldn't, we're not gonna do that just yet. Yeah, it looks like we have 8 allowances, and we should be getting 3 of them every 12 hours, I should say. Yes, at 5 PDT. So there we go. We also have access to the inn now, which back in 2.0 was another reason why I wanted to get to this point, because the sanctuary, actually, Gridania itself wasn't a sanctuary. Only the inn room was a sanctuary, so you either had to run all the way to Bent Branch, which was the closest sanctuary over in Central Shroud, or you had to unlock the inn room and rest there in order to get your rested bonus. Which, let's go ahead and check out the inn room. I don't think there's anything we can really do in here at this point. Actually, we might be able to store away some of our stuff in our inventory, actually. Yeah. So you don't need any of this stuff at the moment. Don't have access to any of this stuff yet. We don't have none of these yet. So that's fine. But, oh yeah, one thing we should check out. Poses. I totally forgot about poses, so yeah, so we have that one. The attitude on that one. A little more cutesy there. And that as well. So there we go. Basically, whenever you're standing still, I think I have it set for like 5 seconds, we'll automatically go into this pose. And I do believe there's a pose for having your weapon out. No? Not yet? Oh, I think we have to activate first. Yeah, like that. So that's for Lancer. It changes from class to class, obviously. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Next video we'll go on to Bent Branch. And yeah, since we already got leaves, I guess this is the perfect time to log out and actually use the bed. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for that little break in the middle, but well, it's a break, but I'll be sure to shorten it out, or shorten and cut it out, so that you probably won't even notice. So yeah. But yeah, that was this video, and yeah, looking forward to doing more stuff later tonight, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully we can record some more, and I can get this edited and rendered while I'm off at work. So yeah, talk to you guys in the next video. So yeah, till then, sayonara, bye bye.